Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to Assigned Seating, and we have ventured back down the yellow brick road. It's been a year, and there was a promise of a new movie, so we're here. We're back in the green cinema, the Emerald Cinema,
The Emerald Cinema.
and
One
because
fine
pink
day.
goes. Yeah, because pink goes good with green, Steve goes well with V, and we're going to be here and we're going to talk about Wicked for Good. We're even on the right. Oh, we're on opposite sides. That's okay. This was totally not even planned. I was like, I'll wear something pink today, just because
And I
whatever.
wore
We're wearing
something
green. It's just
green.
it's the way to be. Well, I think like nearly everyone else, we both saw this in cinemas,
We
which is
did,
way
which
to
is
see
the
it at
way
the
to see
moment.
it.
I think it definitely is. Now, if you are joining us for the first time here on Assigned Seating, we are. This started out as a show where we had someone that was a fan, someone's a newbie, and we were breaking down classic cinema, cult classics, all of the above. Vera and I both have a past in the theatre, so we're both kind of well aware of what Wicked is. And if you're not well aware of what Wicked is, especially Wicked for Good, being that it's
I
only just
know.
been released, you might want to pause and go to the movie and come back
And come back to us.
so we don't spoil it, because I would hate to be the one that spoils something. But with that being said, I'm a little
But
bit
it is a
surprised.
known story.
Yeah, I'm a little bit, and it was a book before it was a musical, and it was a
Yes.
musical before it was a movie. I'm a bit surprised at the reaction that I've seen online. Like it's mainly positive, but a lot of the reviews are like, "Oh, it's dark, it's I was like, have you seen the show?
Hello.
Have you seen the show? Because yes, the first half is all happy lightness with a
We're out of
creeping
the woods,
undertone
we're
of
out of the dark,
despair.
we're out of the light.
It's the facade, and I think that that's the
Right.
important thing. It's the facade of Oz. It's the facade of
Life.
youth and hope and dreams. And the second half,
Wow, we just got dark fast, Steve.
after you defy gravity, there's only one way from going up, right? Things
Right?
go crashing down, and a great metaphor, I think. And then
Yes.
you level out at the end, and
Hmm.
you find your new way, your new road. But this movie, I like that it picks up in an indeterminate amount of time since the last one. Things are definitely darker in Oz
Hmm.
than when we first walked into it. I love the retro, like I love that they kept the retro opening,
Yes.
the black and white.
Yes.
I was like, they do these little nods in like
And
in game
just the
nods.
typeface.
It's
We
cute.
talked about that last time.
Yeah,
Just the
just the
original
old Universal
typeface for
stuff.
Wizard of
Yeah,
Oz.
and it's pretty bleak from the start. It's a darker color palette, the Madame Morrible
Yep.
voiceover. It's all very foreboding is, I guess, the way that I would describe it. And it sets the mood straight away
Mhm.
for it as well. I
Yes.
really like that we got that, and we got an action sequence straight up, because
Yes.
I think the big thing everyone had was, and it's kind of the same with the show. If Defying Gravity is your mid showpiece, where do you go from that? It's such a huge song, a huge moment. It's the song the show's known for. Let's be real. Every
Right.
musical theater audition in the world, they're singing Defying Gravity. But I think doing something that is completely away from the musical really helped, and having this action sequence at the beginning where it is literally showing you what the wizard is doing to Oz and his grand plan with enslaving the animals and putting them to work to build his road. And
Yep.
yeah, it's I think it's really smartly done this second half, because we got a lot we got like sprinklings of social commentary that was pertinent in 2024. This movie is very pertinent in 2025.
Oh, yes.
All I'm saying, because we find, of course, Madame Morrible is on the warpath. She's really got a bug up her ass about this green girl, doesn't she? Has a
Well,
bug
she
in
was supposed to be her protege, and she
It's just over
outshone her.
100%.
How dare she?
100%. And look, I think we're all grateful that Michelle Yeoh's vocal time has been cut down.
I actually thought
Yeah.
her song went better in the first show than it did in the second.
I know. It's
You know?
like she's a fantastic actress. Like, do not get me
Yes.
wrong. I've never heard somebody who can't carry a tune even if they had a bucket.
hmm
We sat there. I was at the studio the other day, and we sat there. It's 4 notes.
Yeah.
Lucky to be 4 notes.
Yeah.
We are scared of those 4 notes.
So
But
is she.
I think the gravity with which she delivers them kind of excuses it. But I'm glad they took her featured vocal out.
Yes.
I'm like, I don't know if I could do a whole Michelle Yeoh driven vocal.
No.
It's a bit scary. The people of Oz are already scared enough after the branding of, but it is so pertinent. Media is branding Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West, and it catches on like wildfire. And we see her a bit and like changing her message in the sky.
Yeah.
Our wizard lies to Oz dies. It's so look. I don't know that they knew what was going. No one's that psychic, but it's just very fortuitous timing that the political environment is what it is, and we get a movie that definitely deals with it. So I want to talk about the first thing, the first new song, because Wicked purists were very, very
upset. Oh my God!
Very upset that we are
throughout the
adding new songs to their perfect musical. I think No Place Like Home is brilliant. I got a bit choked up, actually. I just want to read some of the lyrics, and you tell me that this isn't so well timed. Why do I love this place that's never loved me? A place that seems to be devolving and even wanting to. It's like, oh God, like okay, but Oz is more than just a place; it's a promise, an idea, and I want to help make it come true. That's
prophetic.
Oh, it gives me goosebumps. Why should a land have so much meaning when dark times befall it? It's only land made of dirt, rock, and loam. It's just a place that's familiar, and home's what we call it, but there's no place like home. Don't we all know there's no place like home?
Yep.
That's like such a great callback to Wizard of Oz as well.
Yep.
And then we know because of our cultural knowledge that that's the message that Glinda gives Dorothy to get home.
Right.
It's just so well done, like smart. Like if you want to whack something new in here, it does coalesce things together and make it all worthwhile.
Yes.
And Cynthia Erivo's vocal on this, like when you feel like you can't fight anymore, just tell yourself there's no place like home. When you feel like it's not worth fighting for, compel yourself because there's no place like home. When you want to leave discouraged and resigned, that's what they want you to do. But think of how you'll grieve for all you leave behind. Oz belongs to you too.
I know. I love that song. The words are brilliant.
I'm like, even now I'm getting like, I was in the cinema going, oh my God, it's too soon. I can't, like, I knew what was coming up. Like, there are these songs that are coming up that are going to be the tearjerkers. I didn't expect it so soon. And from a song that wasn't ever included, it embodies it so well. Those who would take it from you spout a lie to sell yourself. You go their way or go. It's them we'll be defeating. If we keep on repeating, there's no place like home. We just keep fighting for it. We will win back and restore it. There's no place like home.
I know.
Come on.
Come
on.
You're preaching to the choir, friend.
Come on. I'm just
know.
like, that is a message to carry through.
Yes.
For everything that's going on in the world today. It is just, so it's a tangible, visible metaphor for everything that's going on.
Yep.
And so brilliant. I love that song. What a great inclusion. And I think there was even talk, I saw an interview on TikTok about them putting these songs into the show now.
Yes, there was
into future runs of the show. And I think that would really lift that second half. Same. Yeah, it would lift that second half.
And I also heard that Greg McGuire, who wrote the book, is planning a prequel to tell Galinda's story.
Well, there's already an Elfie book, but there is I saw it announced today that there's an Galinda
prequel,
glamorous childhood. Yeah, it's them as children. I think that might be stretching it a little bit.
I don't know. I think we need it.
I don't think we need it. I don't think we need a movie though.
No, I don't think we need a movie. But I've read the books.
Yes, and for a book universe, yes, because as we all know, The Wizard of Oz is not just one book, and that Baum's original stories really expand that world out and make it huge and big and political and dark and all that stuff.
Story. Wicked is one book of a couple. So
it's complementing the source material, which I think is the best analogy for, especially There's No Place Like Home, because I love it. I think it's a great moment seeing all those. Oh, all right. Not even controversial opinion, because I've seen other people say it. I'm not a fan of several characters in this movie. That lion can go fuck itself.
I agree.
Oh,
I am so with you on that one. That lion sucks. It was the stupidest.
Outraged.
Outraged. Agreed.
I saw someone going, not only are you a coward, you're a race traitor. I'm like, there you go. You're not wrong. You're not wrong there. But it's interesting how, and we do get it in the musical, but it's very interesting how, especially in this movie, it flips these well-loved characters like Dorothy, like the Tin Man, like the Cowardly Lion from the Wizard of Oz.
I thought I should tip my camera up a little so you could see the Tin Man better.
There he is. And it flips them into these characters that aren't necessarily good characters.
But I think that's always been Greg McGuire's point, is that nobody's black or white.
Nobody's black or white. They're green and the pink. Or some murky in between.
They're good and bad.
They are good and bad. I have to. If this movie did one thing for me though, it made me really appreciate the Wizard a bit more and that performance. I'm like, okay. I was like, oh, really? Again with Jeff Goldblum. But this movie won me over.
I'm a Goldblum fan.
He does well in this movie.
I've been a Goldblum fan for a while. You know?
Yeah, and he does have that olden day showman quality about him, even in the music that he makes for himself as a musician.
Right.
It feels very head on.
Yep.
So in the
song and dance number and the yep.
So
lovely.
In the book, because I haven't read the books, okay? I haven't read the book.
I have.
Can you talk a little bit more about the Land Beyond Oz? Is that our world, or is that some different dimension, or what is the idea there that we're trying to get at?
It's actually very expansive. There's a map in the front of the book of where everything is, where, the enchanted forest, but it doesn't really get specific about what lies beyond the borders. but it does. It's funny. It just kind of levels off to like
Yeah,
little stripes in the like almost like sand, but it doesn't say
like they
the
do. Yeah,
desert or anything. You know. So
because I think it's interesting. The animals that are losing their ability to speak are
right.
stepping into another world.
Fiero comes from
Alphabet,
another
Alphabet
world.
and Fiero are stepping into another world, and those characters, or those archetypes of those characters,
Mhm.
are in the Wizard of Oz on Earth.
Right.
Is that a dimensional? Like, I don't know if that's ever going to be a question that's
Well,
answerable, but
they're
is it crossing over into another
beyond the
reality
rainbow.
where?
They're not specifically in Kansas.
Hmm,
They've
yeah,
fallen beyond the rainbow. So
very
they exist
interesting.
beyond the rainbow. They don't exist in Kansas.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just a little. I was like, ooh, 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 ooh.
You know, Dorothy's the one that's otherworldly in this.
Yeah, she's the other in
Everybody
this.
else is from that land.
Yes, and it's interesting to see them crossover in a different way.
Yeah.
So the lion's an asshole and basically undoes Elphabet's
about your
good work with her
non-sequiturs.
song. Yeah,
Well, the
non-sequitur. The lion's an
Just
asshole.
so, I mean,
He sucks.
he sucks. He's so empty. He's so one-sided, so non-dimensional.
And
There's no pathos. There's no arc of redemption for the lion. He's just a little fucking jerk.
this is true. But all is not well anyway, despite thank goodness I couldn't be happier and all the hullabaloo of the wedding, the engagement of Galinda and Fiero. Good. Look, a lot of people said that the first movie was Cynthia's and this movie is Ariana's. She's acting. I'm giving her that.
She is.
She's acting, but I've got to say, Jonathan Bailey smashes it in this movie as well.
I have been a Bailey fan forever. I am so there for Jonathan Bailey. And
but
yes,
even his inner turmoil, you can see it. You know, a lot of people can't act that way.
And this has been one of my this has been my driving force. American cinema, we do not have stage trained actors. We have movie stars.
Yeah.
You know, the people from UK and from Australia who come to this country and make films in Hollywood are all stage trained. They have that third dimension. They understand the head to toe building of a character. I think Jonathan Bailey and Cynthia Erivo proved it.
Even the way that we film things here is slightly different. That there is a lot of there's a lot more inhabiting the character and having to manifest it.
Right.
You know what I mean? As opposed to just going
stage training
shot for shot for shot for shot for shot.
Creating, it's like there are American movie stars, and I'm not going to name names, but who've said out loud that they don't memorize the script, that they read a teleprompter.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know how you can do that for a process. What's your
acting.
process there? What's your process there?
Acting.
Yeah.
You know? So I have a big bugaboo about actors who are not stage trained. And I feel that that's what separates performances. You can tell a stage trained actor.
Definitely. And we're going to go from one character that pissed me off to another one.
Bach.
Oh, God, I hate Nessa Rose. I hate Nessa Rose. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. I feel robbed.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to watch that house crush her. like a pancake.
Oh,
There is no
Steven.
redeeming. There is no redeeming quality to this character in this movie. She's
No.
a terrible person.
I agree.
She's greedy. She's selfish. She's entitled. It's like, oh my god.
And she's prejudiced. She's shallow.
Right.
She's
Well, that's another thing that was added into the movie was when Elphaba goes to see Nessa Rose and she goes, "You didn't even come even after father died. You left me." Was like, I was like, baby, don't you remember? Like back when she wanted things to be like back when they were at school, when Elphaba was fighting for her to be independent,
right.
and then it was her fault that everything. Then it was Elphaba's fault that everything happened. It's like, that's not how it happened, girl.
Nope.
That's not how it happened. That is not
Well,
how it happened.
Players are always revisionists. Oh,
Right.
did I say that?
Right. But yeah, not. And I guess that is down to the strength of the actress
Yeah,
as well.
right. Oh,
But
yeah.
oh my god, I can't stand this character. And when Bok, again, I don't like Bok either. I don't like a lot of the characters in this movie, but that's, great writing and great acting. I'm like, ugh.
Bach does not embody the Tin Man.
No.
It's
a twist on the Tin Man, though.
Yeah.
It's a very twisted Tin Man, especially when we get
Tin
later
it's a Tin
into
Man
the story.
who needs to chill out and rust for a little bit.
So, yeah, well, he needs a cool down. He is so angry. But once he realizes that Fiyero and Glinda are getting married, that's enough to spur him on to go, you know what? I'm done playing pretend here. I'm going. But Nessa Rose won't have anyone leave her again. And this was something that was added into the movie again.
Yeah.
There's the travel restrictions on Munchkins.
Could it be a metaphor for something else in the world?
I know, so well done, so well timed. And Bok's sense of hopelessness and the disassociation, she just wants his attention so badly that she does the unthinkable. Can you forgive her for that out of desperation, though?
No.
She doesn't know how to. Well, she can read the Grimoire, first of all.
She can read the Grimoire.
Not well, not correctly, but she can read it, which is interesting. Right?
Right.
So, interesting plot twist there. She can read the Grimoire, but she gets the spell wrong with horrendous consequences. She wants Bok's heart.
And
she
will no one else can have it.
No one else can have it. By turning him into a Tin Woodsman. And a quite monstrous one as well.
Yes, he's a bit of a bitch.
And he looks scary.
Yeah.
He looks scary. He's a scary look on him. And I was not the biggest Ethan Slater fan either, but the passion and vigor in which he becomes this Tin Woodsman really kind of, whoo, like, I was like, oh, you're an actor. Okay, I see that.
Yeah, we see
I see that for you. Yep. I see that for you. That's good. He's very passionate about it. He likes that axe too. I was like, Nessa Rose is lucky if she got out of the way, because she would have gotten the axe well and truly if I was there.
Well, if he hadn't tried to leave, he wouldn't have an axe.
True. She would have got the choppy. She would have got the choppy. She would have been done. So yeah, Elf. I think, and again, it's Elphaba trying to save Nessa Rose. Damns Bok to become the Tin Man, and he doesn't see that. He sees it as Nessa doing it, as Elphaba doing it to him.
Yeah,
which is just shitty luck. Elphaba's got shitty luck for someone that's green.
The Cowardly Lion.
Yeah,
she wouldn't let me stand on my own. She fucking saved you, dude.
You're in a cage, brother. You're in a cage, gonna probably be experimented on.
Yeah.
We're judging on how that whole thing was going at Shiz back in the first movie.
Yep.
But yeah, look. At least now, we're getting things coalescing. We've had the revelation from the Cowardly Lion that Elphaba was the one that created the flying monkeys, like she did with Bok, accidentally. You know, she's just a very unfortunate green person.
Right.
I guess it's a good metaphor for what comes from passion without knowledge.
Mhm.
It can get misdirected and it can hurt people.
For someone who's going to be defying gravity, it's very neutering to make her unable to control this magic that only she has.
Do you think though? All right. Do you think though, because the defying gravity thing and her being able to fly is the metaphor for her, obviously her self belief, and that lifts her up. These spells, when she casts them, come from desperation and other people's
Right.
problems, desires, accidents, and her desperation and desire to fix things that are outside of herself. Maybe
Mhm.
that's why the spells don't work.
Could be.
She doesn't read it properly. It's all passion and drama,
But in the end, the monkeys come to adore her.
and that's what I was about to get to, because Chisteri basically swears his allegiance to her.
Yeah.
She's gonna try and make it up to him, and when Elphaba returns to Emerald City, what do you think she's going to stop that wedding? Is that the intention, or is she just going to? She's going to expose the wizard and give him an ultimatum. But do you think it's double-sided because it wasn't?
I didn't think that she was going to stop the wedding, but I think she wanted to observe the wedding.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
Fiyero
the intention
and
was.
Glinda were her best friends.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's not that girl. She knew her relationship with Fiyero was just as Glinda's boyfriend. She knew that all along. She wasn't, no matter what her feelings were, you know. But I think she felt she wanted to see the wedding. That was my read. Was that this is her best friend's wedding. She doesn't want to miss it.
Yes, right. And we do get this Stockholm syndrome song moment where both Glinda and the wizard are trying to convince her to come back. Everything can be fine. It's like an abusive relationship. Oh, it'll be different this time. Everything will be fine. What can we do? We get these little reprises of songs and moments from the first movie, which are sprinkled throughout. Even in the new songs, we get little licks of defying gravity and stuff like that. They know what they're doing.
And there's a couple of times you hear riffs from the original Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, they know what they're doing to blend it across.
The Yip Jarlberg soundtrack
score. Yeah, the score is it. They are very much giving this DNA and intertwining it, even though it doesn't necessarily have to be, which I think is an interesting moment. So after our song and dance, the double, I could smell the double cross. He was like, oh, it's in the air. And I think Jeff Goldblum would have even been a great silent film actor, just the way he creeps away. You're like, oh, this is not going to end well. Because as we said, we're talking about Chisteri, the leader of the Flying Monkeys. He reveals a secret to Elphaba that I think we all saw coming, because he had that premonition, but the reality of the situation is something different when she finds the cavern full of caged animals who have all lost their ability to speak, including Dr. Dillamond.
Yep.
This is where it kind of gets real dark. Like, this is the fight. This is a big turning point in the movie and the show. But I'm glad that they kind of work this animal story into it a bit more as well. It kind of gives everything a bit more pathos when it's not just a love story.
Yep.
Because the stage show is very fixated on that in the second half. But given the animal rights thing, the Munchkin thing, there's more going on. It's not just revolving around this love triangle.
I feel like the stage show is a love story between Galinda and Elphaba.
Right. And just
I mean, the Fiyero love story is secondary in the stage play. I mean, it's definitely front and center in the movie, but it was much more secondary in the play.
And it's not necessarily, as much as everyone is projecting and would like it to be, a romantic love story. It's a really good parable for growing up and growing apart and coming back together and realizing differences, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be one interpretation, which is good. I like it. I like the utter destruction and chaos of Fiyero's wedding with and poor Ariana. She does Heartbroken very well.
She's had a lot of experience with that one.
Exactly. And the strongest moments are obviously when she has that time to shine, and it's usually when she's by herself as well.
Yeah.
She can she has musical theater training. She's a musical theater kid. She's also a performer. She can hold people's attention on a stage by herself.
Yeah.
And yeah, that the aftermath of all that, especially the betrayal. I feel like Fiyero is definitely a bit more of a bad guy in that sense.
Yes.
He turns against her quite dramatically. Like it's undetermined. It's like simmering. You can tell he didn't want to get engaged. He didn't want to get married. But when Elphaba's there, he's like, all right, I'm done. I'm out. But he does also see, I think maybe if we saw a little bit more of him seeing what Madame Morrible and the wizard were doing.
Right.
It would have given a little bit more justification and a little bit more.
Well, he's certainly not less shallow, less callow, less well-intentioned.
It's just, I feel like they shortchanged him a little bit in that way. I feel like if it wasn't just I'm going to be with Elphaba, the switch might have been a little bit more well earned. Because it comes off going, oh, this is the person I really care about. Peace out. I'm out of here. It's like, oh,
I think that's
you bastard.
That's in the book. That's also in the
I know, but I just wanted a little bit more. I like Jonathan Bailey so much that I want more for his character. I was like, please, don't just be an asshole. Don't be a typical man. It's like, come on. Don't be a typical man.
He did it.
He
did it well.
Yeah, he did. Look, this is probably the worst part for Glinda as well, as she gives the wizard and Madame Morrible the fuel that they need to enact the next part. You know, put her sister in trouble. You'll smoke her out.
Yep. Talk about betrayal.
Is that redeemable? I don't know.
Talk about betrayal.
That's a hard one, isn't it?
Yeah.
For somebody who you want to like so much. And even in points in this movie, I was like, oh, Elphaba, give it a rest. Like, no one is 100% right all the time in this. And I like these moments where Glinda pushes a bit darker. It's you can see that emotions take over, but they weaponize it. Madame Morrible, uses her
Yeah, they're
powers.
Madame Marble and is
Yeah,
clearly
they are the
evil. They are
capital V
being
villains.
one-sided. You know,
Actually, I'm going to go more so. I think Marible's the biggest villain in the whole movie, and the wizard is kind
Horrible
of
runs
a
with
pawn.
horrible, of
A
course.
pawn. Like she's the wizard's a pawn. He's
Yeah,
the figurehead, but she's the shadowy other
power
government,
behind the throne.
right?
Mhm.
You know, the idiot that's running the country. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. But we
Stephen
get
Miller, if you will. Ooh,
we
did I
get
say that?
we get one of the songs that everyone was waiting for, and I love a couple of the TikToks and stuff that I've seen. It's like trust two queer people to give straight people hope that love exists. It's like, as long as you're mine, it's they sing down, don't they?
They
They
did.
sing. Jonathan, let's rip.
Yep.
Let that tenor out, boy.
That was
Let
that was one of my
let it
favorite
shine.
scenes. I love the whole I'm not that girl, but I still find love aspect
Yeah.
of
I
Wicked.
do like, you know, the Ariana got the I'm not, and as she does in the show, as Glenda does in the show, the I'm not that girl reprise. That's like
Mhm.
it goes both ways. Everyone has
It does.
heartbreak. It does go both ways.
Mhm.
But I also love the memes going, where are we all going to get our sexy woolen negligees from?
She
And
seduced
also-
him with that cardigan.
It's like, can you imagine the creatures of the forest making her a woolen sex cardigan? It's like,
That was
was
one
a
of
bit-
my favorite TikToks. Is she seduced him with that cardigan?
it's a bit steamy though for a
It is
PG
very
movie. You're like,
steamy.
ooh. and a little bit more than the stage show. Like
Yes.
they bang in this movie. In the stage show, it's just like a bit of a we're gonna kiss and whatnot.
Well, in the
They-
stage show, they're rolling on the floor. They stayed
Yeah, I know,
perfectly
but-
upright in this movie.
Yeah, but the next morning they're not. They're in bed together. It's like, oh, okay. Did they just hold
well,
hands?
on the
Is that
stage
it?
show, they were rolling around on the
Yeah,
floor.
I know, but I think it's just when it's on film and we know if the next morning he's shirtless in bed, we know what happened. They could have just
Yes.
been making out, you know. I'm not asking them for the bang on the stage show, but you know, it's
She
It
fixed
is what it
something and he
is.
painted it. Oh,
Right.
sorry. It was bad.
Right. Yes, that's okay. That's okay. But this is when she also gets her premonition,
Yeah.
another premonition that Nessa's in trouble. She sees the tornado
Yep.
and goes too little, too late to. Do you think she intended to save, or do you think she already knew that she was gone?
I think she was hoping to save. I thought it was a very interesting wrinkle that Madame Marble caused the tornado.
Yeah, it definitely gave her more. Yeah, gave her capital V villain status, didn't
Yes.
it? And I like that.
Mhm.
There's got to be someone, especially in a movie where it's all about exposing people's flaws or bringing them to the surface. There has to be someone that is the capital V villain.
Right.
God, I wanted to see that house crush that bitch.
I wanted
I'm
to see
sorry.
her toast roll up.
I know. I wanted to see it.
You know, her toast got to roll up.
I know. And we didn't get to see.
We didn't
The
see
handover of
Glinda.
the
We didn't
shoes
see
and all that
Glinda
stuff.
give her the shoes.
I know. Goodbye. I do love that. Goodbye, Dorothy. Goodbye, Dodo. It's just one road straight ahead.
Dodo.
She's got it. This was the moment. I had a very verbose audience when Glinda slapped Elphaba, the person behind me went, "Woo!" I was like, "Oh, okay." There was going to be more audible noises later on in the movie, but when they got their slap on and everything, it was
Yep.
it was quite dramatic.
Well, we had a
The people,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the brawl ensues. But the Gale Force, I love it. They're called the Gale Force as well.
Yeah.
Hello, Dorothy Gale. They're the
From
Gale
Kansas.
Force from Kansas. It's great. And the wind killed Nessa Rose. And it's like, it's a
Yeah.
whole thing. But it was all a trap. It was all a trap. But Fiero holding the gun to Glinda.
Yes. You knew he wasn't going to shoot her.
I know, but if you wanted even more proof that you were expendable, damn. It's like, not only did you come grab my man from our wedding and fuck off with him and then make green love in the bushes with your sex cardigan or your woolen sex cardigan, but now he's going to shoot me in the fucking head so you can get away. That's like, bitch, come on. Come on. But this is his sacrifice. This is his sacrifice, and as the guards drag him away, we get another Grimmery spell.
Another spell gone bad.
Another spell gone bad, but God, she delivers, doesn't she?
Yeah. No
good deed. I was anticipating no good deed be good, but damn, that Fiero. Oh, come on.
Yep.
Idina Menzel, who? I mean, shit, this is her. Like, come on, this is Cynthia Erivo's part now.
Did you see the, it was like a gala for the release of the movie where Chenoweth and Menzel sing an additional verse of For Good where they talk about handing off the torch.
Oh, I have to check that out.
Yeah, that was pretty good. It was
okay.
Touching.
They know what they're doing.
It's not our part anymore.
She definitely
really matters.
Yes, Cynthia like pisses all over it. This is hers now. That whole section was good when she's in the castle and the monkeys are around her and the fire and it's like, oh, okay. But Elphaba's spell is that so Fiero feels no pain.
No pain.
Let his bones not break. Let his skin not tear. And this is her embracing that she is wicked.
Mm-hmm.
If they want a villain, she'll be the villain.
Mm-hmm.
she is doubling down on it, and that's empowering in itself. I think that she's like, if that's what you want me to be, then that's what I'll be.
In the end, she leaves.
Yeah,
that's the part that broke me.
It was never her role. It was never the role that she chose for herself. It was assigned, and she could step away from it, which I think is quite beautiful. You don't have to be the villain in somebody's story.
She sang the song about no place like home, and then she has to leave.
But home isn't necessary. But she also says home isn't necessarily a place.
Mm-hmm.
And her home wasn't her home anymore, which, again, quite relevant. And this is another intersection where Dorothy, the Tin Man, I'm going to call them, the Lion, and the not really seen Scarecrow.
Well, he's never part of the team.
Right?
For real.
It's interesting that we don't see him, though. You see bits and pieces. And I can't help but think this was for the people who hadn't seen the musical.
Right.
You know, it's implied that, yes, the spell, you didn't see him turned into a scarecrow.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. In No Good Deed. You saw it kind of happening. He was in the field. There was laying corn. There was blood.
In the field.
Yeah. But he never turned into a scarecrow. You know what I mean? For a literal audience that doesn't know the musical and doesn't know what's coming,
Mhm.
I kind of think keeping him away. It's like a horror movie. You don't reveal your killer straight away. You don't reveal your monster that you created straight away. And we see bits and pieces of him. And if you know, you know. But I feel like that reveal, which comes up a little bit later, could have been given a little bit more. But that's all. So the wizard does his thing, and we know what, bring him the broomstick of the Wicked Witch of the West. Da 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 da. Bock goes off on one. I like that he sees Galinda and he's like, "You're a bitch." It's like, okay, yeah, you're a bitch. I'm gonna kill your friend though. Everyone's everything's not my fault. I'm a victim as well. That's why he and Nesta Rose deserved each other, and we get that they deserve each other again in this movie. The callbacks are good.
Mm-hmm.
Cut to the other added song, "Girl in the Bubble." What did you think?
I did not love it.
Didn't love it? Okay.
Didn't love it. Didn't hate it, but I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it either. I just think it might have been a bit too long.
I thought it was it overpainted Glinda. I thought. I felt that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have the lyrics in front of me, and I don't remember what she's saying, but it overtold her story. We didn't have any plot twists that we were missing from Glinda.
But do you think, well, because this is where we see the childhood moment. We have seen Elphaba's childhood in the first one. Do you think it's a little bit? To me, it feels like, well, she got one, so we better give Ariana one. She got a new song.
Yeah.
And we've seen her as a child.
Ariana thing. I made it a Glinda Elphaba thing.
Yeah, but also, like, it's kind of like that, though. So we see one character's childhood. Do we need to see the other? Mm-hmm. We understand that there is.
We're going to get to see it bigger now.
Well, there's always artifice at play with Glinda because she has no real power. We get that when it's kind of knocking us over the head, I think, is the problem, because we see that with the creation of the bubble. And they explain why she needs the bubble. Why da-da-da.
Right.
It's all that.
I'm obsessified.
Yeah. Some of the lyrics. There's a beautiful girl with a beautiful life, such a beautiful life built on lies, because all that's required to live a dream is endlessly closing your eyes. Not true. Not untrue. She spins beautiful stories to sing her to sleep, full of magic, glory, and love. She's the girl in the bubble, the bright, shiny bubble, blissfully floating above. But the truth is a way of seeping on in beneath the surface and sheen. And blind as you try to be, eventually, it's hard to unsee what you've seen. It's good.
It's good. It's not. I mean, and it's not. It's not.
It's not. There's no place like home.
No.
I get it's it just kind of belabors the point a bit more, as you said.
Well, the No Place Like Home is a through line through all of the books, and all of the stories and every version of this. But The Girl in the Bubble's not so much a through line, No,
it's and I hate. Oh, I just don't know lyrically why I hate that that the lyrics it's time for her bubble to pop.
Mm-hmm.
I get that it rhymes, but I hate pop. Why isn't it burst?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, oh, that just irritates my little brain. It scratches my brain in a way that I don't like.
Right.
Something I'm like, we want her bubble to burst. We want to see the reality of it. We want you to fall from grace. Mm-hmm. That's the whole metaphor you're trying to bang us over the head with, and that's what she does. That's what this part of the movie is about. It needs to be better than pop. Look at us criticizing song lyrics.
Every time it popped, though, she popped it.
Yeah, she pops it. True. And look, that is a good little through line, I guess.
Mm,
But I feel like it just execution wise might have been questionable. Could have been done a little bit better, is
a
what I'm
little
saying.
ham-handed.
And at least now we know who was on that damn horse,
Yes. They
right? We
teased
know
us
who was
with
on
that
that damn
damn
horse.
horse for the
One of the
entire previews.
biggest mysteries of the last movie was who was on that horse
I was
riding
sure it
away
was
from the
Fiero.
castle.
I was sure it was Fiero.
Yeah, me too. I was sure it was Fiero, but no.
Doop, 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 doop,
Belinda
doop.
rushes to Elphaba's side to warn her of the oncoming mob. Is it?
See, it's
Is
the love
this?
story between Galinda and
Is this surrender
Elphaba.
inevitable though? Do you think she had to surrender for it to mean as much? I guess if she was captured, right? If she was captured and
Right.
taken to the wizard and X, Y, and Z, is it more tragic that she succumbs and gives it all up?
Well,
Not knowing what happens afterwards,
right.
you know, not knowing what happens afterwards, it's definitely the motivator to move the story to the end. But it's quite tragic.
Well,
and
she does
it's
have
quite,
to leave in some way because they've staged the melting.
Yes,
She's forced to leave.
This is the thing.
Her time
We
in
didn't
Oz
know-
is
we didn't-
over.
Yeah, but I think she knows that, and that's tragic. But Elphaba, Glinda can never know that.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. She has to sacrifice this friendship not only for and her life, her home, all that stuff, which was getting ripped away from her anyway. She lost her
Mhm.
father, she lost her sister, she lost the people that she cared about.
Right. Mom
She
Bear.
she thinks Fiero's dead.
Yeah.
It's wait, question mark. That was a bit. We get a throwaway line about that his family castle having secret passages, etc., etc.
Hmm.
But how did he know that she would be hiding? Just hope, I guess.
Yeah.
Just hope. With that kind of. But I think the song that everyone was waiting for, and this is the one where there were audible and some sobs in my audience. They did well. I
They
feel
did
like at
very
the end,
well. It's
I
a
wanted a
beautiful,
bit more-
beautiful song.
I feel like I just wanted a bit more volume at the end. wanted
It's
to-
a gorgeous song.
It's a gorgeous song, and it resonates with anyone who's
Mhm.
ever had to say goodbye to somebody or something that they love. You
Yeah.
know, it's definitely, and Ariana's acting in this. She's beside herself, poor
Mhm.
girl. And even when they do it live, she's a mess.
You'll be with me
She's got-
like a
she got-
handprint on my heart.
Right? Yeah, it's
It's
lovely.
a hard song to not sing with that emotion.
Yeah,
having-
because
having
it's
sung it,
it is
know?
finality. Yeah, it's finality. It's accepting fate. It's
There are,
putting a full
you know,
stop. on
there are
something.
people in your life that you don't get to say this to, but who will be with you always. Think of your mates in college. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Who helped you grow into who you are, but aren't there every day anymore.
yeah.
you know?
When, people die. People leave.
move
people
on,
move
people-
countries.
You know?
yeah, you lose people you don't ever expect to
Yeah.
separate from, and sometimes you have to assessing
Hmm.
everyone's
It's a
option,
brilliant
like-
song.
yeah,
I
it's-
really
it's
think
very
it's a
well
brilliant
written.
song.
Yeah.
And I think that any performer worth their salt can't help but feel it from the top
Yeah.
of their head to the bottom of their toes.
100%, and it is very. It's a very show people song as well.
Yes.
It sums up that temporariness of
I mean, it
The
doesn't have
showmans
the
and the
big
show family
belty
and all that
moments
kind of
like
stuff.
Defying
No,
Gravity, but it's still
but it's got the
It's my
pathos. It's got the
favorite song.
guts. Yeah,
it's my
it's
favorite
definitely got
song.
the guts to it. And interestingly, what happens afterwards was not scripted. John M. Chu just didn't call cut. So the whole thing that happened behind the door and stuff, That was just Cynthia
Oh,
and Ariana
I
acting.
did not know that.
He just didn't call cut.
Uh-huh. Wow.
It was good. And
That
I
was
was like,
good.
when I learned that, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
But even in her final act, Elphaba's protecting somebody else
Yeah.
and protecting Oz and taking one for the team
Hmm.
100%. As she's melting. We didn't get I'm melting, what a world, sadly.
No, we didn't, but that belongs to the movie,
But
the
I do like
original.
we get little hints about it when she does her cackle in the fight. She goes, where'd you get that from? Like I like the sneaky asides that come from Glinda are great. There's another one coming out that's my favorite. I'm gonna misquote it, but it's all good. So of course, Glinda's heartbroken. She returns to the Emerald City after Chistery, who can speak
Hmm.
after all of this, shows her the green elixir bottle that was one of Elphaba's prized possessions. Not green, emerald green.
Emerald.
For those of us that were born under a rock and can't read the room, the same bottle from the first movie, which Elphaba said belonged to her mother, but actually belonged to her father, who's been drinking out of one of those more rapidly as the movie progressed. That realization was quite, again, Jeff Goldblum, tick, tick, tick. I did love when Glinda found her balls in this. And she's like, you're going to leave. You're going to go now. This is what's going to happen. Blah, blah, blah. And knowing that at the end of all of that, the end of The Wizard of Oz was because of Glinda, but it was because of Elphaba.
Mm-hmm.
It all ties in beautifully. I do love, my favorite part is when the balloon's leaving and Dorothy gets left behind and Morrible and Glinda on the back. She's, it's always something with that girl. I don't know if that's the exact line, but Dorothy.
But it's a line that what the witch said in the first movie. That was something with that girl. It's from the original Wizard of Oz movie. Yeah.
The way that Glinda delivers it, she's like, oh, this bitch.
I know.
Like, I am done with her. She is done. But the turn again, especially after how physical and how intense Morrible got with Glinda, she didn't have to do that. She was just like, bye, bitch. You're going in. You want to know what living in a cage is like? You're about to find out. Those monkeys took her away. Who knows where? Question mark. Who knows where? Let's. All right. So she basically full stops everything that Elphaba was trying to do. And we get the flash forward to the beginning of the first movie. Flashback, flash forward.
Yeah.
Where she invites the animals back to Oz, reestablishes the rights for not only them, but the Munchkins. And it kind of extends that. I like that non-linear storytelling where it kind of dressed Glinda as a bit of a fucking bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But you see that she's been changed for good.
For good.
By the experience.
Mm-hmm.
And by losing her friend and what that has done to her. But.
Like a handprint on her heart.
But. Fiera returns to the castle. Only for Elphaba to emerge from the floor after faking her own death. Ta-da! And it is kind of poetic that someone who was, quote unquote, traditionally stunning and handsome is now the beast. The beast. And she doesn't see that, but she says that. That's not the way she sees him, and they can go and be together now. Perhaps the biggest thing that I am seeing, I do like that we ended up with a little reprisal for good and all that kind of stuff. But what do you think? And this is a part that people are really having a little bit of trouble with. Elphaba gives Glinda the ability to read the Grimoire, or because of everything she's been through, she gets the power to read the Grimoire, because in the stage show, she can never read it.
Right.
It's beyond her. The Grimoire lights up for her. It looks like she understands what's happening. There's 2 handprints in the Grimoire.
Yeah.
Do you think that's
Well, I think
a cop-out? What do you think about that? As somebody who's read the books, seen the movies.
I wasn't opposed to the idea that the Grimoire chooses who can read it. That the Grimoire
in the book, yeah, because in the books it was the same, right? She was just not. It was not.
She was never going to get to read it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, from the movie, it felt like the Grimoire got to choose.
Or is that or is that Elphaba's final gift to Glinda, and is that a sign to her that she's not gone? Metaphorically, reality, blah blah blah. Because the only time the Grimoires work,
I think it was
is
more
in
a sign
Elphaba's presence.
to Glinda that she had to do good.
I guess
your gift is yours. You've got to use it for good.
Yeah.
You know.
And we see Fiyero and Elphaba walk off into the sunset of the desert. And Glinda,
it doesn't look like a pleasant journey.
No, it doesn't really. But isn't that a great metaphor for this whole thing? It hasn't been a pleasant journey in the prettiest place on the world, so why not go to somewhere that is
less pretty?
Not less pretty, to find somewhere beautiful. And even the cinematography of Glinda standing on top of that tower of the Defying Gravity Tower, a broken Oz without its leader, being given the power to read the Grimoire. That's big. That's a sign that things will be better, that things will change. I think it's what people need in this day and age too.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I know it's a long one.
You got out of Act 2 of the musical.
But I think that was my thing. Everyone's like, adding those 2 songs and adding those story points, I think really helped. I said to you before we started, I think I actually like this movie better. I like this movie better.
I think they had to expand Act 2. Act 2 in the play was a throwaway. It was just, all right, here's all these loose ends, tie them up in a bow. Everybody goes home. You know, they can't do that on the large screen. They had to fill in gaps and create a different reality.
Right.
And they expanded on the reality
that they
created in the first movie.
Did you like the nod to the poster, though, at the end?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do. I loved all those old nods.
The nods were all good. I think they definitely knew what they were doing with this second.
I'm a big fan of John M. Chu.
Yeah.
I mean, I love his work.
It's definitely getting, a less enthusiastic critical response, but my God, the box office
has been magic.
Monster.
I know people that have already seen it twice, and it's only been out a week.
I think I might go again.
I'm definitely going to see it again.
So budget was $150 million. At the moment, it's sitting at $223 million. So well and truly on its way to being a phenomenon. Let's be real. And for a movie that is darker, that is less feel good, not a small act at all. So let's have a look at some So it is Fandango's first best first day sales, pre-seller, beating out Taylor Swift's Showgirls, Life of a Showgirl movie, and Superman. It's become the biggest PG-related first-day ticket pre-seller of all time, ahead of Frozen 2 and the live-action remake of Lion King and the K-pop Demon Hunter sing-along version. It's doing some crazy numbers. Let's have a look here. Box office, yeah. 9 million. It's hard to tell where this is going to land, really, because it's still so new.
Well,
like
I'm
it's
guessing
only
that
been
the
out a week
leads-
or so.
I'm guessing
yeah.
the leads have all got points.
Right, I
Jonathan
would assume
Bailey's
so.
semi-retiring himself now to work on his charity.
It's the highest opening weekend for a Broadway adaptation ever.
Yeah, ever.
Second biggest opening of the year,
Mhm.
behind a Minecraft movie, which is not ridiculous. And the third biggest opening for a Universal film, behind Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Wow.
It's up there. Yeah. And it is, as we said, it's like first week of release, and it's still
smashing it.
I don't know how it'll go come awards time. I don't know that it'll be an awarded movie.
You know what? The Academy has a stick up their butt. They don't award musicals. They don't award
unless it's
animation. They don't award comedies. They only award drama.
But I think it's okay for something to not have that critical acclaim if it resonates with people. Like something like a horror movie.
Absolutely.
Something like things are cult classics, fan favorites for a reason. They don't need to be highbrow, nose in the air to really affect people. And this movie and its movies and their songs definitely affect people. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, V. How many buckets of water out of 5 are you going to give?
I got to give it 4.5. I loved it. I'll see it again. It had a lot of changes that I liked and didn't like, but I loved it. I had a great time.
Yeah. It's pretty close to perfect. I like that both movies are 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie.
I didn't even notice that.
They are both exactly 2 hours and 40 minutes long. I'm going to go 4.5 too. It's not perfect. I feel like
not perfect. There's
there
some
would
moments
be a few
that were a little
that I
drawn
would chop
out
and change over. There'll be a few things I would chop and change, but yeah, it's pretty damn good and a great way to send it off. Yeah. Now, inevitably, there is talk of a Wicked 3. We don't need it.
I don't think you need it. I don't think we need it.
If anything, spin it off to different characters within the universe. Yes, but it doesn't need to be Elphaba and Glinda.
I think that the next book in the Gregory Maguire series is about the Cowardly Lion.
Oh, I won't be seeing that. I won't be seeing that one. I'm sorry. But yeah, there was chat of them remaking the Wizard of Oz to fit this narrative, but I don't think it needs it.
I don't think it needs to. I think it exists independently.
Cross in and cross out the way it does.
That
movie is so iconic in its own right that you don't need to alter it to fit these movies, which are going to be iconic.
And they don't have to marry completely.
No,
they marry close enough.
They don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking this trip with me, V. The Yellow Brick Road has been long. We've made it. Yep. And we are approaching silly season. It's a month till Christmas. Can you believe it? Now, folks, I think I might have done the impossible. Vera has agreed to watch a somewhat scary movie. It's a holiday-themed scary movie. And it's about making sure that you take care of the gifts that you are given, because those gifts may have consequences if you, say, get them wet or feed them after midnight. That's all I'm going to say. So make sure you come and join us around the Christmas tree. Come and join us around the Christmas tree as we open a special gift on a cult classic fan favorite movie that is also getting a new sequel. So we will talk about that in times to come. Until we meet you again.
A scary movie.
Well, I don't know. Maybe rewatch it again, Vera. There's some scary moments. But until next time, my friends, as Elphaba said, there's no place like home. Join us again soon. Mwah. Bye, Dorothy. Bye, Dodo.
Bye.